Hello and welcome to our virtual presentation for parents and carers to launch our Year 10 work experience for the academic year of 2021-2022. My name is Kelly Flood and I am the Careers and Information Manager at Admiral Lord Nelson School. We are thrilled to announce that we are currently hoping to run our work experience programmes commencing week beginning the 4th of July to Friday the 15th of July. Work experience forms part of Admiral Lord Nelson's wider careers programme, and we feel that it is an extremely valuable opportunity for students, helping them to develop a good work ethic, raise aspirations and give them a sense of autonomy for the 2 weeks that they were out on placement. Now, their placement may not necessarily be linked to their dream job or what they would like to do when they leave school, but more of an opportunity to develop employability skills that will help them to develop future career readiness. Every placement is valuable. So why is it important to do work experience and why do we do it? In 2014, the Careers Development Institute published the following information. Work experience helps students understand and develop the employability skills and positive can-do attitude employers are looking for. It helps students understand their own strengths and areas for development, along with building confidence in handling new situations and in working within teams of adults. It also helps connect their education with their future working lives and provides real opportunities to become clearer about future career options. And this really is just a snapshot of some of the reasons of why we do work experience. So when asking local employers that have previously taken part in the programme and supported student placements what they thought, they too agreed that work experience is a valuable experience for students. Here are just two quotes. The first from Jaguar Land Rover. Work experience placements are a good way for young people to gain an insight into working life and an insight into the types of roles typically available. They also give you some great experiences which you can then talk about in future applications and interviews. And then we have one from Airbus, which then says employers look for work experience when it comes to applying for jobs. Having as much relevant work experience to the area you hope to enter makes you a better candidate for us. Work experience also has a lot to do with skills development. It's the perfect opportunity for students to not only demonstrate punctuality, communication and organisational skills, but it also helps students to develop self-management skills, team skills, resilience, awareness of others, problem-solving techniques, and application of literacy, numeracy, and IT skills. Employers always take work experience extremely seriously, treating students the same as they would any other employee. In return, they expect students to do the same. When surveyed, some of the top qualities that employers stated they look for are that students know what their strengths are. They can think independently and problem solve. They have ambition and are proactive. They're happy to learn new things. They can achieve goals, work well in a team and take responsibility for themselves and their work. They have a strong work ethic, they have flexibility in the workplace, good communication skills and a positive attitude. In previous years, work experience has always been a huge success and a positive experience for everyone involved. The students never cease to amaze us by demonstrating great maturity and really rising to the challenge and representing themselves and the school beautifully. Here are a few of the comments that have been shared with us from employers. Amazing. Strongly encourage the students to apply for an apprenticeship next year with us. Very professional in her approach to work and completing jobs. Have been offered a part-time job. Would not hesitate to employ if it were possible. Working better than many of the casual staff that we have and has a bright future ahead of them. I wish him well. Very quiet to start with, but now much more confident. A great sense of humour and work well with everyone and will be sorry to see her leave. So in summary, work experience gives students the opportunity to try out life in the real world, motivation to do well in school, a better understanding of what they would like to do, or equally as important, what they wouldn't like to do in the future. An opportunity to develop employability skills further. So how do you go about supporting your child to arrange a work experience placement? Some students already know what they want to do and where they want to go, which is great. If this is the case, then all you have to do is contact the company providing the child's placement and complete the own placement form. This form was attached to the email circulating, but don't worry, a hard copy will also be given to your child to take home. The form must be completed by the company or person providing the placement, along with a summary of the work that they will be expected to do. Once completed, you as their parent or carer will also be required to sign the form, which will then authorise the placement itself. All completed forms should be returned to Mrs. Russell no later than Friday, the 18th of February. Mrs. Russell is located in the information centre. It's likely that majority of children will not have thought about work experience yet, and the thought of finding your own work experience placement can be quite daunting. Please don't worry, we're here to support you and your child any way that we can. So where to start? Well, here are a few of ideas to get you started. You could use Family Connections. They're often a good source, so you could ask friends or family if they'll be able to provide a placement opportunity for your child. You could use the internet to help you with the search. You could use Yale.com, which is a useful website to help identify local employers. Some employers require you to apply online, whereas some prefer paper application. It really is individual preference for the company involved. If at any time you need help or your child is worried and would like some additional help, please feel free to ask. Suggest that they come along to speak to Mrs. Russell in the info centre, who will be more than happy to help. So here is a copy of the own placement form for completion. As mentioned before, a copy will have been attached to the email, but a hard copy will also be sent home with your child shortly. Things to consider. It can be useful to make a list of possibilities. This will be easier for your child to work through, as the likelihood is they will probably have to contact a small number of companies to secure a placement. Certain career pathways or job sectors aren't really suitable for work placements due to age restrictions, so that will be something to take into consideration. I would also suggest that you secure a placement as soon as possible. This will give an increased chance of securing your place of choice. Also, organising work experience is an extremely long process for all parties involved. For us behind the scenes, we need to contact each individual employer to carry out a health and safety visit to confirm that it is a safe environment for your child to work at. This is why we start to organise things now. So what do students need to do and when should they do it? Students can begin to contact employers from today. They can contact them via email, phone, or through personal contacts. Remember to share with employers the dates of the placement. This is extremely important. Regarding health and safety, the employer has primary responsibility, but as previously mentioned, we will be conducting our own health and safety visit to each employer prior to every placement. Remember, all work experience placements will be valuable. It doesn't necessarily have to be their dream job or linked to their chosen career path. It's more an opportunity to develop their employability skills for future career readiness. Over the coming months, students should research local employers for contact details and placement opportunities. They will also have the opportunity to do the same at school. The information centre is open every day before and after school, as well as every break time if your child needs assistance. So please feel free to tell them to pop along. Students will also be CV writing, which will be used as part of the Prep for Work Day in March. They will also have the opportunity to practice interview skills prior to this, as this will also be part of the activities during Prep for Work Day. As part of Prep for Work Day, local businesses kindly volunteer their time to come and conduct interviews as part of the day's events. This is always really useful and gives students a real insight into what it's like to apply for a job and the TEND interview itself. It's a real eye-opener. Also, prior to their work experience placement, they will also be learning about health and safety in the workplace. So what do we do after the placement has been arranged? We suggest that students maintain contact with their employer, not necessarily every week, but once a month, just to touch base. Most definitely they should contact them during the May half term, if nothing else. This will be the perfect opportunity to confirm all necessary details in preparation for their work experience placement, for instance, their hours of work, especially for the first day, their contact for the first day, who they should ask for. Is your child required to wear PPE? If so, is it supplied? A reminder that parental involvement is vital. We require your consent for your child to take part in the work experience programme, and we also need you to ensure that placement forms are returned as soon as your placement has been confirmed. Also, undoubtedly, students will be nervous, they may experience anxiety on the run up to their work experience placement, and will need support from us all to help rationalise thoughts and reassure them that this is completely normal. Once again, we're here to help. Please feel free to tell your child to pop along and come and see us. We're more than happy to help any way we can. So, frequently asked questions. I thought this slide would be useful just to reiterate what we've already discussed. So, I can't find a placement in the area of work that I'm interested in. Really don't worry. All placements are valuable and a great opportunity for students to enhance their employability skills. I have found a placement. What do I do next? So we need to complete the placement form and it needs to be returned to us as soon as possible. I don't have any family contacts, so where do I start? Start with the job area search or a location search. This should help you get on your way. But like I said beforehand, we're here to help. Please feel free to pop along and ask. Can I work with my parent or carer? Yes, absolutely, if that's something that you would like to do. Can I split the work placement across 2 employers? Yes, you can. This is fine. It may be a little bit more complicated to organise, but as long as we have the paperwork completed and plenty of notice, there shouldn't be a problem at all. How do I know if an employer can take a work experience student? What if the risk is high? Well, the responsibility generally rests with the employer, as students are treated exactly the same as employees. So if the risk is too high, the chances are they won't accept a placement anyway. What can I do to support my child prior to the placement? Make sure that they have all the basic information that ties in with keeping in touch with employers, just to make sure that they're aware of the start time, lunch arrangements, dress code, all of the things that we need to consider when we start employment. So for any information or further guidance, please feel free to email us, careers@alns.co.uk. No question is a silly question. We're more than happy to help. And I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope that you found this presentation useful.